Wait. I think we're good to go. We are good to go on my side. So, welcome. Well, go inside. Anyway, welcome everyone to the season finale of WAOF1 Thursday League season finale here. So, after 20 rounds of racing, the championship in both sides leads up to the Autodromo Jose Carlos, no, pass it, or whatever you call it, Autodromo Jose Carlos pace, or whatever you call it, and we're in Interlagos, wherever you like to call it. So, it is a big one. The title fight in both sides. Karsi and Gupta there. So, and also, Dylan, why you put a wild card here? Well, there are like three stipulations is involved. Let me explain it to you folks who haven't joined, no, who haven't in the Thursday chat or whatever you call it. I will break it down for you. There's going to be no qualifying. So the way this race determined is from the starting grid is reverse championship order. Meaning fact, from on the list of drivers, it would be from the bottom to the top. So from the bottom would be starting from pole all the way back up to the top, which is at the back in terms of full-time drivers. In between the full-time, however, whilst Gupta and Karsi is in the championship fight, both of them are happy enough to start from the back. In between them, it would be reserves between the full-time drivers and the championship protagonists in between, and reserves in between them two sets. So, and also, another second of the stipulations, every driver had to use all their sets of tires, meaning that they had to use the softs, the mediums, the hards, the inters, and the full wet tires, meaning that they had to use it within a racing lap, regardless of the weather. And finally, the final stipulation, we're not going to do a traditional 50% race. It is going to be a full distance here. Meaning that it will be 71 laps instead of 36. So hence why there are going to be no qualifying to set up the grid. The reverse championship order to set up the grid in a full race distance. So that's pretty much the stipulation as it goes here. Welcome on in, folks. Welcome on in there. So we're just going to set up there as evening rovers, are we? We're just going to set up here. In case you haven't, there are going to be 3 stipulations, as I mentioned here. So, I'm not too bad. It's pretty much nice weather here in Ireland, in fairness. So, it's pretty much nice weather all around, in fairness. So going through an evening Bokohari. So during the whole like the hype is going for them to drivers. They're going to be nervous because on TikTok it is gathered 2k views on that promotion here, so it determined the pressure of the championship on the both sides of the coin, the drivers and the constructors. That's the thing going to it. Oh, speaking of that, let me set up a poll there. Who do you think going to win the championship? As 18 still in the lobby. Let me get the poll set up there for everyone. Got the chat there. Where is it? Where's the poll? Oh, create poll. There we go. Why fucking... Oh, sorry. Ban my language. You're going to set 10 minutes there for this one to get your polls. That's the poll in. I will get the thing set up. There, 71 laps is all way to go. We need a drivers in it. So the gap between Gupta and Carsey is 23 points there. And Ben, thank you for a follow there. Let me get my story set up for the 18. Right, Gupta. So Gupta need to really mess up, and Carsey need to smash first. Yes, that's pretty much it. That's the way the title race set up to be. So that's why I start the stream so early to explain that. For those who joined us, welcome on in. I will repeat the wildcard. There are going to be no qualifying. It will be a first championship order. They're going to be using all sets of tyres, which is the softs, the mediums, the hards, the inters, and the full wets. And the third of all is a full race distance. That's the wild card for the season finale. There, so time to benefit from fourth. That's the stipulation for this wild card. Here, so time to benefit from fourth. Oh, Bucko started from P4 actually. Yes, indeed, he started from P4. So I got the grid here. Kamaguchi starting from pole with 2 in P2. Plimbo will start from P3 with Bucko himself P4 in the jet. JSS P5 with Goomba in P6. Jeffy Nut P7 with Find the Pass P8. Kev P9 with Fatty in P11, Watson in P11 with Hayes P12. Adam Halford P13, he would be last of the remaining full-time driver apart from the two title contenders. So it would be meant to be Albo in this lobby, but he's not in the lobby at the moment. Red M, who's, I don't know if he's in the lobby or what's the story there. Blind Halo, Rasa, that's the and Ranstal. That's the last of the reserves. And also at the back of grid, the two championship protagonists. Carsey P19 and Gupta at the back of the field. Wowie! My last race win in any elite was 6 weeks ago. In fact, my win for 2026 taken. That's pretty much it. This is going. Oh, evening, James. How are we? This is going to be great in terms of 15 viewers. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. This is really hype up in the championship, and everyone is really in participation for this one. 50-50 on the poll. So this one, hopefully I get me a live standings at the moment. And buckle for Paul. Well, he's starting from P4 from my thing. Anyway, do it right. Thank you. This is. I'll probably be on my laptop just in case, like, if anything goes, to be fair. Like, so, it's kind of like a waiting game at the moment for the drivers. It's like, they're all ready to go. And just one seat left. Night Owl is in. And whose is the last driver to partake? There's Monkey. Said he won the race. Maybe now have a look in the Discord chat. Fatal prediction should be not how many times. That's pretty much a bingo card. That's all I'm going to say. That's pretty much a bingo card for definitely. I would be saying eyes down is around. What do you call it? Eyes down when the race started. No, it's starting after the formation lap. Right. For 80% gone for Gupta, and Carsey only got a 20%. Who voted for Carsey in the poll? Hey, I'm going to expose some people for who voted for Carsey. No, I'm only joking there. We got look like it's going to be full 20 drivers here. As I just checked through the Discord. That's right there. Give me the spreadsheet, which is fantastic. That's more of an ideal situation. You got this. You got the champagne on ice for after the race. Pretty much, to say it lightly, it is. To say it lightly, in fairness, pretty much need a cold beer afterwards. Just saying. Just saying, I got the live standings of this one, so that's why there is in. I will vote for cars to just go for the underdog. May as well go for the underdog. Anyway, just go. Anything can happen in the wildcard race. Yeah, get the brewski. Well, funny enough, I got Fanta and 7-Up in the fridge there, so that's pretty much it currently, as we ready up to get the ready up message as soon as possible. And I won't do the predictions there, I'm just doing the poll for, which is, I won't scam few people channel points there, in fairness. I won't do that. I'm not going to do that bad. Oh wait. Yes, exactly. Pretty much a great way to end the season, in fairness. So here we haven't got a ready up message at the moment. Let's have it. Ah, damn, Delano's prediction scam is the prediction scam. Well, that could be worse than the fucking. Well, it could be worse than the bookies. I blame Paddy Power for that. They pretty much scam you for football, ACCO, something like that. Like, what do you call them? Even like, keep losing me by one team, normally. That's my rant over. Well, hell, we keep an eye on Box, and if anyone need DSQing, etc. Yes, because of everyone will be using all tires. If anyone has been caught without using the, what do you call it? Not use all the tires. That means it's DSQ. That's it. Yes, I will do that after the race, just in case. Please remind me, chat. Anyway, we're hoping to get. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Anyway. Well, yeah, but I need to see if they done a lap under the safety car on the tires, etc. and try to scan. That's true, because if they don't do it with a racing lap, Gonzo. Oh, we're starting to ready up here. It's near around time for the season finale of WAOF1. Let me get the race start time just in case everyone is looking to do 8:15. Perfect is the race time. Make sure you check each other car as it pits fin. Okay. I will put the tires up anyway, so I will bring in the tire situation for that. Plus stuff like that as well. We'll give the driver will give 2 minutes to get the setups at the ready, and then we have a try start. Dylan, don't even think about jinxing on the weather, because it could be halfway through the race, it could be pretty much enters, or no, pretty much light rain, then heavy rain. This is pretty much the key for this one, because if it's a fully dry race, when they're going to decide to box for inters and full wets. So I guess that what Hayes is asking. You can't do a lap on a tire under the safety car to roll out. You have to do a full racing lap. If you do it under the safety car, that is no go. You have to do a full racing lap. Perfect. That's alright. 15 views. My God, the hype is. No worries. So just give it everyone heads up. It will be a full racing lap. There. So. Plus, Dylan, please, if you say a fully dry race, it could be a full race at the end of the race. So, they're well aware of it, just in case. So, I got a live standing feed, and also here, currently Gupta is starting from 524, Carsey is on 501, plus the constructors separated by 11 points. With the Alpine it's saying 642, with the McLaren on 631. 11 points is between the constructor side. As we got the formation lap ready to go. Tire situation. Nearly everyone gone soft, apart from Buckle is on the mediums and Goomba on the hards. Interesting to say the least. From the drivers, nearly every driver's point of view, they're saying they're thinking on try get the soft tires out of the way quick as possibly could. The game is saying a two-stop strategy, which we're not going to do that anyway. We're not going to do that. We're going to do a full-on tires allocation. The soft, the medium, the hard, the enters and the full wet, regardless on the weather conditions. What can the championship protagonist going to be at on this situation? They're starting from the back, and Carsey is really want to get things going. He's caught the back of, I think that's Wansdall, in fairness. And Scoopta is at the back of the field. And them two is ready to rumble. $15 Furious is really anticipated for this title decider. as we wait for 5 red lights in Interlagos for the final time. Here we go. First light, second light, third light, fourth light, and the fifth light. And the lights out, away we go. It's a great start from the Aston Martin of Tulu in P2. And also the second Aston Martin, that is Plimbo, going to try holding on the outside. Cameron reduces as Tulu takes the lead of the race with Plimbo going to try and follow suit into the Sierra del Lago for the very first time. As a car scrabbling about through there. Plimbo is going to try holding on the outside, but he had to take his evasive action through turn to Sierra del Lago. Cameron is going to try around the outside of Ferrajura for the very first time, as both of them still going side by side. That's Tulu going. Oh, that was a bit of contact, it was. As Carsey's move up to P17 already. As there's yellows, that is a Haas of Fatty. It's gone round. As JSS is over the back of the Racing Bull driver at the moment. As what Rasa going to try hold it on the inside of Halford. Ransdell is pretty much caught the back of it. Carsey going to try and get Ransdell here. Very first lap complete as a couple of cars enter the pits. Here, that's Hayes, Watson and Rasa enter the pits to get off them soft tyres. As Niall got ahead of Kev there. Now it could be team orders coming into play sooner rather than later. As here goes Halford and Blind Halo. Blind Halo going to try holding on the inside, got through there as Halford is over the back of the McLaren. Hayes, Watson and Raza all enters, who's pitted there as Carsey, that is Ransdell, up the inside of Halford for P12 of the race. Kevin's pretty much battling out as Ransdell up the inside. There was a bit of contact as Halford goes through as well. No, I say it had to be team orders. Both McLaren nearly come together as Carsey got ahead of his teammate at this very moment. As we're entering lap number 3 altogether. Plimbo takes the lead of the race as Red M enter the pits and retires there. No. Let's see, as Tulu got ahead of Plimbo here, going to Desir del Lago, as JSS are getting a lot closer to Cameron Reduce, going to Ferrajura. There's, I think that is Hayes, Watson, going to the pits here. Sheffy, I think that is Bocco going squirrely there, as here goes Ransdell up the inside, the same with Carsey. Going to try holding on the outside into the horseshoe. Got through of Bocco here. Up to P11 for himself. Now, can Halford get through of Bocco here? Bocco going a bit deep at the exit of Chunkao as Plimbo enter the pits. He's want to get off the soft tyres here. Rasa is on the enters here. Try and get rid of the wet weather tyres at the first get-go. Plimbo is on full wets as Halford goes through. Carsey is over the back of the Red Bull, and Red Bull is over the back of here as Carsey got ahead of the Red Bull as Gupta got ahead of Bocco for P12 there as Kev got through of Bocco. That might be crucial for the constructor side of things between Kev and for Kev race altogether. Now The next target for Ransdell and Carsey is Jeffy Knott. Jeffy Knott is in the McLaren, not in the Alpine, am I mistaken? So that might be crucial for the constructor side of things as well. As final pass is getting closer here to take the race lead once again, and he's got the faster lap for good measure. At the same time, as I think Goomba tires as well getting there at the same time. So Mansell is getting closer to Jeffy Knott, and same with Carsey. Carsey is over the back of the Mercedes here. He's able to get by Ransdell. That might be a crucial move altogether for a Northern Irish driver. And he, oh, they come together with the Alpine. As he going to try round the outside? Can he make it say? There's Ransdell gone round. Oh no. Just able to see it in the background there. As here goes Carsey. Takes P7 of the race. So much action galore, my goodness me. Where's Gupta? He's P10 at the moment. We're too busy focusing on Carsey. We haven't even noticed on Gupta's situation. He's P10. He's all the back of Night Owl there. Find the pass into the pits. So, not quite on any other car situation. Blind Hale is getting close to this one. As Plembo is on enters. Final passes decide to go on full wet weather tyres. Rasa back out on hards. That's his full wet weather tyres out of the way. As Goomba, as Carsey is going to hold it on the inside of, as Blind Hale is going to try to hold it on the inside into Ferratura. As Carsey going to try to follow suit there. As Carsey had to sit behind. Blind Hale got through. Meanwhile, Gupta is going to try to hold it on the outside. He's up to P8 of the race here. No. In fact, Plembo is on. It's in the pits again. He's back out on mediums here. I think he used the wet weather tyres. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Both inters and wets. That's Gupta. I think that's team orders. Here at this very moment. Halfers enter the pits to get rid of the soft tyres. And he's going on the full wet tyres here. Camera reducer left the session there. As Blind Hale and Goomba going side by side. As Carsey look at getting two places in once. Going into Ferratura. Can he get his stick? Yes, he does. P4 for the McLaren. As now Gupta looking for a switcheroo. Going to this one. As he going up the inside. In Pico Tobacco. As he's going to try hold it on the outside. Blind Hale fends him off at Juncal. As yellows that is for Halford. Gone round there. Struggling on them red weather tyres. Carsey gone through off camera reduced. Let me get. As he's going to try to hold it on the outside. Let me get camera reduced back in there, folks. Give me a couple moments there. Camera. Can't find camera on my side. There. So, at this very moment, let me check the first stage chat. As Night Owl got ahead of Karma there, I think that's a net issue. Karma just joined back in, thankfully he does. So, at the moment here, Ransdell, oh, there's a bit of car squabbling about. in the midfield there. As there's blue flags for, I think that is Raza, who's been lapped already. But he won't be back into the race there, as Halford is on inters to get rid of. As I think that is Gupta going to try to around the outside at the centre. Yes, off blind Halo. He's got through off the Alpine. He's up to P4 of the race here, folks. As Carsey looking to try to chase down on Tulu. So, at the moment, we're looking at Gupta is on 5.46 and Carsey on 5.27. And it's not even... and they're making inroads already. Their strategy is Ransdale gone squarely at the exit of Horseshoe. There, so is Night Owl thinking of a move going, as that is Raza in between, as Raza going to try on the outside of Night Owl. Remember, Raza is lapped here. Night Owl has entered the pits to get rid of the soft tires, and Halford is on mediums there. So he did use. So I think there was it Bocco going to take you excursion at this NSS? As here it's Gupta, all back of Goomba for P3 of the race. Goomba is gone against the grain. So does Bocco as well, as Kamarichu's got ahead of Bocco for P8 of the race. So Bocco and Goomba gone against the grain with the strategy rise. Both of them, Goomba start on hard. Bocco is start on the mediums here, just in case anyone joined. So Night Owl is on full wet weather tires, so he's going to trundle his way around through this track altogether. As here goes Gupta, going to try around the outside, looking for a switchback going through the centre S's, as he's trying to get the slipstream underneath it. I think Goomba is holding his own against the Alpine there, as he's going to try around the outside. Goomba is definitely held his own. Maybe he spoke too soon, as the Alpine is further on in, not quite. Goomba is doing a good job to fend him off altogether. Fatty and Night Owl enter the pits. Fatty's going back out, not on full wet weather. 10 seconds for ignoring yellow blue flags. That's harsh. I mean, they have an opportunity to get back into the race altogether, and the game decided to do that. Done them dirty. This time, Gupta all the way off the Ferrari. It's the third time the charm. Yes, it does. It's up to P3 of the race. Now, the championship protagonists are in the podium positions, as Find the Pass and Blimble were side by side. There's yellows. I think that is Fatty gone into the grass, struggling on full wet weather tires there. As Bocco is getting close to Kamarichu's there. As the tires start to wear off on the softs at the moment of the race. As there's another 10. Oh my god. That's not. As Fatty's gone back into the pits here to get rid of the wet weather tire. So does Night Owl, as he's get rid of the wet weather tires there. So them two will be back. Fatty is going back on enters there as Night Owl back out on 6. Adam should box to get out of the way of blue flags. I agree. As Find the Pass and going out the opportunity. Not quite. There was contact. It was. And a bit more contact between them two going up the hill to Ferratura. As Find the Pass got ahead of Plembo for P14 of the race. As them two didn't use the weather tires, if I'm not mistaken. There, JSS. Think he's used softs and mediums. Maybe. As Goomba is getting close to Gupta here. For Goomba looked very good. Well, very good at this very moment. Looking to get his first podium here this season. As Find the Pass and Plembo still going at it. As Find the Pass got ahead of Plembo. I think that is... We got a DRS there. That is Plembo got ahead of Find the Pass. Jeffy Nolan, Cameron Reduce enters the pits here. No. Lap 14 we're in of the race. Jeffy Knott is on enters. Cameron Reduce. Did he use... he back out on soft tyres there. Huh. So it would be softs for Karma. If I'm not mistaken. As Night Owl got... we got a 10-second time penalty for Night Owl. I think he was in the middle of the blue flags there. Which is... I think that is... Oh! We caught the end of it. Plembo got 3-second time penalty for track limits. Here goes Find the Pass. Try going switch route. Going into Desio del Lago. We go. And now, here goes Plembo. As there's yellows, I think that is for Adam. At the 7S's, if I'm not mistaken. As both of them go side by side. Plembo is still holding on. There. As he's going holding on the outside. There. Going through Pico Tapaco. Still side by side. Great racing from both of them, in fact. As Find the Pass is able to find the pass himself against Plembo. This is going to be a track race down here on the main straight. And them two still going at it. Plembo got ahead of Find the Pass. But it will be Find the Pass. We'll get the DRS going down to Desio del Lago. Full racing lap side by side there, and they're still going at it because here goes Find the Pass. Chink with Plembo. They will be back in the race as soon as possible. As Goomba got ahead of Kev, as Ransdal able to get ahead of Blind Halo. The gap is now 3.5 seconds between Tulu and car seat here. And we're not... This would normally be halfway through the race. But it actually isn't. We're pretty much 1/4 of the way through it. And it's like flown by. Raza got another 10. Like the game is like handing out 10 seconds for as Plembo and Find the Pass still going at it. here as Gupta's entered the pits. Okay then, we're going back up with him as soon as possible here, folks, as what tire he's going to be on. Enters. He's decided to go early on the wet weather tires. He will be ahead of. Oh, he will be having clear track ahead of him. Carmer's Juice got 10 for speed in the pit lane there. So Jeffy now is going back into the pits here. You don't want to do full racing lap, mate. And Carmer is going back out on full wet weather tyres. Now, Blind Halo and Mansell at this very moment of the race. Carsey, will he respond to his championship tyre rival? He is going into the pits there. Oh, Series just joined, so we have a double check with it. Bucko got 10, now 3 seconds. And speaking of him, he's going to the grass here. Carsey's going full weather tyres at this very moment. So where he's going to be back out? Will he get back out ahead of his teammate there? Gupta's back into the pits there. He having used the full weather tyres there. He's going to be back out. Where's his teammate is at? Where's Fat? I think that is Hayes. No wait, Fatty it was. There we go. As Carsey pretty much let him by, and for a team say you have to let Kev go by. Yep, called it. No safety cars at this very moment. It was impressive stuff here from everyone, in fairness. So, and Mansell on enters. So, blimey, I take it as Tulu stays out for another lap on the soft tyres. So he leads the way from Goomba in P2, JSS in P3. If anyone in the chat, just as Carsey's back into the pits to get rid of the full wet weather tyres. Same with Wanstall. There, Blind Halo is going back into the pits to get rid of his full wet tyres there. As JSS looking to try to get ahead, pretty much not quite. Goomba still get ahead for P2 here. Carsey's back out on enters. Where he's going to be. Gupta got 10 for speed in the pit lane. Wowee! Well, that's pretty much a turns in the books here. And Gupta is going back out on hard tyres. He had to serve it on his next stint from the hards to the mediums. That is an almighty blow for the championship leader. Now, Halford got ahead of Balko for P14 of the race here as JSS and Goomba was side by side. Them two still going at it, going into Desir Del Lago. And here's go the Ferrari driver to get rid of that for the time being. There we go. Goomba got ahead of the Mercedes for P2 of the race. Carsey's back into the pits. And he did speed in the pit lane. So now, where is Gupta in all case? He's near Plim. I think that is the Aston Martin of Tulu. Speaking of Tulu, he's heading to the pits here. Where is Carsey? He's going back out on hard tyres. As where is Plimbo? And the pass. He's going to be right in between them two. And there's Gupta in the background. There, Carsey will be happy to sit behind with them two. Tully's gone on to the mediums here at this very moment. As JSS and Goomba here still going at it. Goomba is still starting on the hars from the very get-go. And he will be get ahead of the Ferrari for P2 of the race. Kev is in the pits, put on the full wet tyres for himself there. I think Hayes did use the tyres, just in case I'm wondering. And same with Watts. Double check on Watson there, anyone in the chat. They use the full wet weather tyres, like both inters and full wets there. As Carsey got ahead of find the pass, as Carsey going to try right the outside here as he's Carsey Plimbo is going to squeeze and he's going to try right the outside through furniture. And there was a bit of contact, but Carsey got through of the Aston Martin. Just right, it's okay. Thank you. As find the pass, and Plimbo is still going at it. Perfect. No worries. Just double checking with that one. As Carsey is now lead, and he's started to bolt on this situation here. His teammate Kev is entered the pits, and he's going on enters on this situation here. Gupta is up to P7 of the race. Bear in mind, both them two did beautiful wets and enters on this situation. The next target is Watson for P5 here. He's entering the horseshoe at this very moment of the race. Normally at this time of a race, it's like near the end of the race. And actually, we're about to near halfway through of the race, which is kind of like weird in a sense, but it's like a whole different feeling with a full race distance here. So, Gupta and Carsey right next to each other on track at this very moment. Bear in mind, Gupta had to serve a 10-second time penalty next time he pits, as he's got the fastest lap of this race so far. So that's pretty much the case here. Two championship protagonists both have the same goal in mind, to become first stage champion here this evening. At the moment in the live standings, Gupta is on 540 compared to Carsey 519. So at this very moment, it's not good enough for Carsey at this very moment for the championship chances. Now, final passes on the back of Plimbo again. Them two is still going at it here, folks. So we're seeing a side-by-side action for pretty much the entire lap here. So they're pretty much interesting to say the least. Ranso is on the back of them two in the Mercedes. The fresh hard runners going through as two. That's Plimbo entered the pits. Now he's got the pretty much easy run going to the center S's. We go as he still try to get the better of the traction. He got the better of the run compared to the Racing Bull, and he's got ahead Oh, find a pass. He's up to P8 of the race. He's within the proximity of the 10 seconds with Gupta, which he will get ahead next time they pit. Raza up to P10 of the race. He got, my goodness me, oh, he got on. There's 20 for Raza, 50 for Harvard there. You could say it might be removed. But they're like ignoring blue flags, it's like... You could make an argument that you could remove it, but we could have a look at it after the race. There. Gupta is like happy where he's at this moment. Here, he doesn't need to make any inroads at the moment. Here for the championship later. Here with Carsey is pretty much pretty much under pressure to try overturn that championship. Okay. Let me get it up there, Ryanair. So yes, I got the tire situation up already here. So we got, at this phase of the race, Plimbo did use all his tires. There, as there's yellow, that is for Night Owl, I think it was. As Adam Halford entered the pits. So, let me have a look. There. So Plimbo is the only one to use all his set of tires there. Blind Halo, Raza, Ransdell, Carsey and Gupta only have the mediums to go, but and Hayes only need to use inters and hards. Night Owl is on hard, so he will complete this race altogether. So we check on that one when we get to the stage later on this phase. Can't get my words out of my mouth. There's another bingo card there. Pretty much settled down for on the race here, as Tulu still got hards to go and also 2 wet weather tires as well. Same with JSF in the situation. So as Carsey catching up to that Williams of Watson. Watson is on the same situation. Watson is same situation as Hayes, as we did mention in the chat. Both hearts he had to go through, and also inters he had to go through as well. So Kev is on the mediums to complete his race. Night Owl retires from the race here, unfortunately. So is, let's see, is a movement here. I think Gupta, actually pretty much presume Gupta pretty much happy to where he at the moment of this race. I think Ransdell is trying to catch up to them to as find the pass, enter the pits to put on the hard tires here. So that would be him completing his set, and he will be able to fully finish the race. Carsey's getting close to Watson here. At this phase of the race, as he going to try and pick up the Baco. Not quite, as Gupta is pretty much lurking in the background. Goomba enter the pits here. As says, yeah, I think that is Kevin going to take an excursion through the CNSs. Goomba is on enters here. They need to be wary of that Ferrari going onto the main straight into turn CNSs. Here goes Carsey for P5, and same with Gupta as well. Gupta is going to try and follow suit, looking for a switcheroo. As Watson, luckily for him, he won't get the DRS from Gupta here. And to fend him off, as he's too far back on this one. Thankfully for Watson, he is able to get the DRS to try and keep ahead of Gupta, and pretty much try. And Carsey can't get my words out of my mouth too. As Gupta got ahead of Watson before the horseshoe. Hayes, oh no! That is Hayes and Goomba, the tie. Oh my goodness me! Oh my goodness me! JSS enter the pits for enters there. Nearly race-ending situation for Carsey and Gupta, and on that one, as Gupta is going up the inside. Too far back on that one, as he looking to try to get ahead of a McLaren there. As Goomba has wheel spin and went, no way. We only caught the end of it, to be fair, James, in fairness, but as Goomba is back out on mediums there, as Carsey got ahead of Hayes for P3 of the race. As Gupta, I say Hayes would be not happy with that one, in fairness. So, on the tyre situation, JSS is on enters. He most likely going to enter the pits at the end of this lap. So, Carsey is set clear to try catch up to Tulu, but he will have to pit for as Hayes entered the pits. What tyre is she going on? Because he's got hards and enters yet to go. Same with Watson here. So what they going to do? Enters for Hayes. What about Watson? Hards. That's the situation. Go by. Wow. As Goomba going pretty much get ahead of Hayes on this situation, because I think Hayes will have to try her best to jump to, as there's yellow. That is Fatty's gone right. Oh my, there's the Alpine, there's Chefino. As thankfully Chefino got ahead of Fatty there. Look like it's rear locking there at this moment here. JSS enter pits, me in fact, Carsey will get P2 of the race, and Gupta in P3. And it is full wet tyres for JSS. As Watson got 10 for ignoring blue flags there. Hayes entered the pits there. Watson there, he's... Oh, there's a Ferrari! I think that is Adam Harvard! Oh no! That's Tulu went the back of the Ferrari! Oh my goodness me! I think that was Goomba, I think it was. It was indeed! my goodness me! It looked like it was a spin, in fairness, and from Goomba's side of things. And unfortunately for Tulu, he caught the back of the Ferrari, and Tulu had to go in the pits to change his front ring. Yeah, I presume so. There, Wolfers, in fairness. Hayes is back out on hard tyres there to complete her set. That should be her to the end of the race here. As so, let me have a look there on the live standings there. As JSS. Oh, I think he's gone for a spin there. As here go Goomba and Plimbolgs going side by side. As Tulu enter the pits and retires. The rate from the lead of the race. He's pretty much not happy on what goes down with himself and Goomba on that incident. Yep, we definitely knew that, in fairness. Well, he's good to go for to the end. Here, Bocco is in P6. What times he has left to go? Bocco. He still had to go softs and inters to go through it. So, is that, oh, going by with the back of Watson here. Watson still had to go through inters. So when the time to, pretty much presume he had to go on inters at the very end of the race here. So we're down to 17. As we approach the halfway through of the race, JSS is on hard compound tyres. That would be him good to go for till the end of this race. Hold on, Kevin got ahead of Fatty for P14 of the race here. So at the moment here, we're checking up, P13. 30, 26, was a 4-point gap. So it would be Alpine at the moment when in the constructor side of things. As here goes Goomba going to run the outside, got ahead of Watson. Plimbo going to try and follow suit of Watson. Watson going to try and fire back on the Ferrari. Going to this one. He's going to use all the battery down on Desio Del Lago. And he's had to not ready to get the overtake to done. So we got, every time I click on the laptop, it's like I feel like we got Blind Halo, Rasa, Ransdall, Carsey and Gupta still have mediums to go. See that message there? Right, I just see it there. At the end of it. Karma reduce, enter the pits. Karma reduce, enter the pits here from the medium compound tyres. The freeway battle is still in it, so, and Karma is going back on soft tyres. I know. Fatty's entered the pits from mediums. He still have hards to go through, which he won't be doing, and that should be him good to go to the end of the race. Oh! That's JSS, nearly went the back of Blind Halo, it was. And it's getting close for comfort. Now, this is another championship protagonist, in fairness, with the second of McLaren and Alpine, in fairness, because both of them are fighting for the constructor side of things. And also, Kevin trying to fend off Jeffy Knott, in fairness. So, to try and get to maximise the opportunity from the McLarens to overturn that 11-point deficit, as Karma back into the pits here. As Plimbull got ahead of Watson, as Watson going to try and fight into the Ferratura. Not really. Plimbull got ahead of Watson here for P7 of the race. Now the gap is even further between Carsey and Gupta. I think where Gupta's standpoint is, he's pretty much happy where he is. Because he would be in P3 at he would be P3 when the pit stop arrives. So the question is, when is the right time to pit? At the same time, there's a penalty situation there, most of them for blue flags and track limits. There's, I think Halford got 10 for speed in the pit lane, if I'm not mistaken. Gunberg going defensive, going into DC Delago, as Plimbull going to try go for the outside, and now not really. Porsche is what they thought they needed, and just messed themselves up completely. So Goomba is catching up to Bocco for P5 of the race here. At this far, he's leading that train of cars from P6 down to P9. Firestone has found the pass here, so at the moment they will be jumping on to the Bocco train. Who's going to be reached? Bocco here first. Here goes Plimbull up the inside at the center. Yes, switch back from Goomba. Going to try and force get the chopped up. No, Goomba had to sit behind. Here goes Watson. Will they get ahead of the Ferrari for P6, 7 of the race? Dylan basically, JSS did 2 laps on each wet tyre, thinking full racing lap meant crossing the line. If, yep, totally get, yeah, JSS. The same with Jeff, you know. In fairness, Goomba is going to try run the hold it on the outside as find the pass. Go ahead. Yeah, totally agree. And same with Jeffy, not in fairness. So lap 40 altogether. And lap 40 all together, so this is almighty soft on the drivers, in fairness. Mama would have win all 3 tri-tire first fin, and have lap 70 and 71 on wets and inters. That what you're going for, Mamo? If so, it would be. And thank you, Dorlan. It's kind of like a mouth-watering perspective, from the Shireen point of view. 17 viewers, and we're just passing the halfway through of the race. Goomba is still holding on to the train of cars here. That is a Racing Bull. I think it is Karma, caught the back of, and he's looking to try to get ahead of the Ferrari of Goomba. He's lapped there. In fairness, he still had to go through medium and inters to get himself to classify. As it pretty much it, as Watson is getting close to Blimbo here. Blimbo is kind of like, Blimbo is trying to catch up to Buckle himself. Buckle is still doing his job. He still had to go through soft tires and inters to himself to classify his race. So when he pretty much had to wait out till around lap 50 or 51 to go on either inters or softs to maximise the chance. There's find the passes, literally closing on it. My voice about to be sore in the morning. There. And there's a free to be like Carsey, Gupta and Mansell. Carsey leading away from Gupta. At the moment, even that 10 seconds, it's still Gupta title to lose unless if a massive incident happening. There. Well. Pardon the pun there. As JSS got ahead of Sheffield. As here he goes. Looking to try to get ahead of the McLaren. There. As Kev gone a bit deep there. As he tried to get ahead. No, it's not really. There. As final pass. It's all about with Watson. I think they're selling down at the moment there. As final pass is trying to get ahead. As here goes Plimbo. Going to try right on the outside. Got ahead of Buckle for P5 of the race. Or is there going to be a stretch route from Buckle? There. As Watson got a better of the traction. As Buckle using the slipstream. Going to Desio Delago. As he, no, not really. As final pass. It's all about Watson. Final pass, hold it. As final pass going up the inside. Through Ferrari. As he's going to get the job done on that one. Yes, he does. He got it through of Buckle. As final pass going to try and follow suit here. And he's got through of Buckle for P7. That's, I think that is a Racing Bull of Common Reduce there. As Goomba is trying to catch up to Buckle here, folks. Now it's 11-second gap between Plimbo and Rasa here. Plimbo used all his tires there. Rasa still had to go for mediums there. So everyone is chatting about the risk and the rewards there. Whether you go on wet weather tires to begin the race, or way out to the ferry and or halfway through the race, which was Carsey, Gupta and Mansell done near the end of the first half of the race. Was this meant to be set dynamic? I think it is. But they're giving dry weather. There we go. Change it. In the chat say yes, it confirmed it. So, see, still got softs if needed safety cars. They only one lap. Well, maybe a fresh softs because they didn't need to use them during qualifying anyway. So pretty much a fresh set of tires in fairness. As pretty much lap 45 of the race. We're near about to entering the business end of the race here. And this championship, in fairness, we have to get through the championship here. There's our race leader of car seat leading the way. There's our championship leader of Gupta. He's only 5 seconds away from car seat, but he has a 10-second time penalty to serve next time he pits for mediums, sir. As there's yellows, who's that going off? That is a Racing Bull. Is it Red Bull, I think it is? Or that is Racing Bull. That is Carmen Retreat's gone round at the end of Chunkel. The game is saying ignoring blue flags. That's why he's given 40 seconds. That's pretty much it. Dorling Ransdell will give P2 back to Gupta also after he served his pen. We pretty much soon to find out on that one. Because they're free to race. To be fair, depends on like the context. There. No. Then freeway battle is still going out. So sorry, Devil. Ignoring blue flags. Halfway got given there. I think it was 5 times it was. So that's pretty much it. And yes, that's pretty much it. Yes. That's pretty much it. Halfway is getting close to Bocco here. From the former champion. Got moved on for P8 of a race before Ferratura, and his teammate is followed suit. There's another yellows waiting for Cameron Choose got off at the end of the Cia de Lago. No. I think Raza pretty much caught in no man's land at the moment for his race. There. Unless it's like Watson looking to go side by side with the Aston Martin of Plimbo as he got the head of the Aston Martin, but Plimbo looking to follow suit as find the path as Plimbo going up the inside. Got the move done for P5 of the race, but Watson will get the DRS. Has he got enough battery? He will be derating at the end of this straight. Here goes find the pass. Looking to try to run the outside. Now he's a switcheroo. Here, going up the hill to Ferratura. We go. He had to back off of that one. There, Gupta sent to the pits. To put on the mediums. Now he had to serve a 10-second time penalty. I definitely see yellow wool tires here. There you go. Where is Raza? Oh, this. I think you will get ahead of But he still had to pit for mediums in fairness. As he will be easily comfortable ahead of the Aston Martin. And here we go. There's another 10-second time penalty for ignoring blue flags for Halford there. Or was it speeding? I think it was ignoring blue flags according to the game. Anyway. Oh, Buckle gone squarely on that one against Goomba. Them two are still going at it. I think you can. I think you can get DSQ for a certain amount of pens. I think you're like, if you get... No, I know, but it's like... I think if you've been penalised, I think 7 times, I think it is, or 8 times, correct me if I'm wrong, or even 9. Like, not. I think he will be DSQ as Lancel and Gupta got ahead of Raza for P3 of the race. Raza gone 45 laps on the hard compound tyres, so it's pretty much endurance coming into play for the drivers. Carsey's now into the pits to get himself classified for this one. Now we're entering lap 51 of the race here, folks, so we're getting entering the business phase, business end of the race here, folks. So is Watson thinking of a move going against the RB here, as I think that is Cameron Reduce gone in the pits there. Now the race is on. Pretty much Carsey is pretty much bolted. Literally bolted. And he's served a 10-second time penalty there. James reckons Raza should probably start pitting soon. Yes. He's on 46 lap hards there. So pretty much almighty stuff indeed for Raza there. Baku's on 32 in fairness. And Jeffy Knott is on 31. So as also Kev is about to go into the 30s on the hards, the same with Plimbolt. There, so a lot of stuff to keep an eye on. Blind Halo still had to go on to mediums there. Kev is still go on mediums. Goomba still had to go on to softs and it for wets there, as here goes Watson going to try to go right the outside of the RB. Raza entered the pits as we discussed in the chat. Find the pass, able to fend him off there. What about the second time round for the Williams as we come across the here? Find the pass, going not really. So at this very moment of the race, Raza is going to be back out ahead of Adam Halford. He did serve the 10 for, I think it is ignoring blue flags, I think it was. As the race is selling down for the climax. Hayes is on the back of Goomba. Hayes used all of her tyres available. Now, can she catch up to Watson there? First target is Goomba for P7 of the race here. Bear in mind, she's not happy with Goomba early on the race with that incident there. Raza got ahead of JSS. Here goes Hayes. Up the inside of Goomba. She got the job done for P7 of the race. As find the pass and getting close to Plimbo here. Going up the inside of Plimbo. Here, side by side into Desio Delago. We go. And he's got the move done for P4 of the race. This yellows, I think it is for Karma Reduce, it was. Not Blind Halo, in fact. So he's been lapped here as we see the Haas of Fatty move out of the way for our race leader, car seat. No. The chase is pretty much well is really on for Hayes to catch up. The best you possibly get is P4 there, but she had to catch up 3 seconds to catch up to the train here. As Plimbo pits. Okay, interesting. He did use all of his tyres available. He's gone something different, and it's another set of hard tyres for himself, so interesting to say the least, in fairness to him. Massa able to get ahead of Plimbo, so correct. Watson did. I only caught on there, so thanks James. Watson still had to go for enters here. As speaking of him, he's gone squirrely at the exit of it. Horseshoe going to the pick up the Paco. No. The top three pretty much have a race of their own there. Yeah. You're right in saying that, James. You're absolutely right in saying that. And squirrely magic word. We hear it at last. I think I did say it during the course of the race here. I think Ogier in the lobby as Boko and Goomba. Boko and Goomba was side by side, and Boko able to get ahead of Goomba here. So for Goomba's situation, he had to go through the soft and the full wets. Boko softs and enters for himself for them two. So as we get into the stage of a race, to start thinking on when the pit for them two. As Halford close on into JSS for P11 of the race. He's got a mighty 40 seconds penalties next to his name, which is no idea what. Well, whatsoever. Here goes Adam Halford for the former champion. Got ahead of the Mercedes for P11. As Goomba is again closing in on Buckle for maybe, I think maybe. I think the top three is selling out. We haven't seen Carsey lately, so does Ransdell and Gupta. Them three are pretty much chilling. Unless it's like there's yellows at a horseshoe, I think it was. I think that is for Blind Halo letting the cars out of the way through the horseshoe. As Goomba. So at the moment, on our live championship standings, Gupta is on 548 compared to Carsey 531. So with the... Oh, Goomba! The rear is snapping on him at the exit of the Senate S's. And we've just seen Raza close on in with the two cars in front of him. What's the odds? If you go for Delano prediction scams again, which is $63, I would go for 63. The safety car will go out. If someone's going to clip on it fair and said the safety car came out there, Raza got ahead of Goomba. Goomba entered the pits to put on either softs or full wets there. Delano prediction scams limited sound like a great business. Full wet tires for Goomba here, and this yellows finger was camera reduced there. He's letting the cars go by, and he's gone, and there he go. And he's got the right end plate missing there, so this race is pretty much endurance altogether, so it takes a lot of concentration for the drivers here. So after 17 laps, after 59 laps, fair play to the 17 drivers who partake. Carsey went near, I think that hit the back of Blind Halo. Blind Halo had to move out of the way at the end of Pico to Paco. Carsey won't be best pleased over that. As Van's catching up to the Ferrari there, and Gupta catching up to the Haas there. As they're approaching the lap traffic here, Goomba entered the pits from the full wet tyres and go on to what, as the chat did rightly said, I think Watson probably going to pit around either lap 70 to put on his enters, as Hayes is catching on up to Watson here. Watson is derating, going on the main straight, and she got the move done for P5 of the race. No, P4 is definitely still on the cars for herself, as she going to have a go on final pass, but he's ran out of battery compared to final pass. No, I think final pass did you? Yep, he used all of his sets there in fairness to final pass. No. I would trademark that Ryanair Delano prediction scams. Oh well. We're coming to the end of this race. Lap 61 of the race. All the cool kids will be best to please by that certain number in the means world. As Hayes is going up the inside of Find the Pass. She got the job done on that one, but Find the Pass got the battery left over compared to her. Going down to Desea del Lago, as Find the Pass has a sneaky look on the inside, but Find the Pass not ready to get the moved on that situation. No. That battle for P4, Watson will be pretty much out of it at this very moment. What's the pens looking like? Here we go. There's the pen situation here, Ryanair. 40 for Halford, 13 for both Rasa and Kev, 12 for Buckle, 10 for Watson. He will have to serve it next time he pits for Inters. We got 12 for Karma, 6 for Jeffy and Plimbo, and 3 for JSS. And Fatty says, yellow, that is a slow moving car, moving away. So there's your pen situation here, folks. As Hayes able to set clear. I think that is Goomba. No, wait, that's Halford, in fact. That's Halford on the main straight, slowing down. What has happened to Halford? Oh, he's got right end plate missing. That's why there was yellows. We don't know what happened to the former champion there. As Carsey called up the back of him, and we don't know what just happened there, James, in fairness. We only caught the end of it, in fairness. Like, Adam Salford. Poor Al. As Watson getting close to Raza here. No, find the pass. That's a crafty moment there, Dylan. My goodness me. As Raza is over the back of, as Buckle got 10. Here's go Raza going into Desir Delago. Has he make a stick for the kick Sauber? He does. It's up to P6 of the race. Here for the kick Sauber. Buckles on enters. And Adam, I'm not going to say what Ryan just said in the chat. There we go. Adam's. And he had to change the front ring in fairness. As meanwhile, Raza and find the passes over back. As here goes Raza going to try around the outside for P5 of the race. Time pen situation, 13 seconds would be. He need to catch up. He's catching up to Hayes there at this far of the race. So people who still had to pit. Blind Halo still had to go on mediums. Watson still had to go on inters. And Buckle is on soft tire. Need to go on to soft tires there. That's 3 drivers haven't complete their set at this far of the race. As there's yellows, it was a red RB gone round. That is Kamaruchi's gone off there. As Buckles, I think it is. Oh, Halo's internet died, so right, fair enough. No, that's fair enough. As Buckle is on soft tires here. My goodness me. We're coming to the end of this. Is pretty much enthralling championship, in fairness. Drama alongside as well, and wildcards and sprint formats. They look like Gupta time to claim first stage champion think. Let me get in the Discord. Good time. Has he won the championship before, chat? Just in case. Has he won? As Raza going to try around the outside here, as he got the job done for P4 of the race, ahead of Hayes there. The Gupta won the championship before, chat. I think he does. I think he's about to become 3-time champion. As Watson and Find the Pass is going out. Watson able to get ahead of Find the Pass here. No. I think Raza able to get clear, but he had to get clear by 13 seconds due to his pens against Hayes. The clouds start to look. The clouds look darken. There. Halfway got the fastest lap of the race thus far. No. I think he's Raza trying to bolt as Hayes is closing on in on the main straight. Carsey is pretty much giving the TV time to Carsey here. He's closing on into his 14th race win of the season, and somehow is not claiming the championship win. Oh my God, man, streaming down. There we go. Back up. There we go. Right, Primble is over the back of Watson and find the pass here. Watson gone squarely. Going to here we go. Has he got? How about my internet died? Oh, what? There was contact. Take a walk. As Plimble and Watson got side by side into the Desio de Lago. Here goes Plimble up the inside. As he moved on. And he's got the job done for P6 of the race. As Plimble fighting. There, as he gone off the track there. Both of them still going side by side into the horseshoe. We go. As Plimble able to. Gupta's on softs. No. I'm streaming just oh my goodness me, my stream is just on my side. Oh no. Anyway, let's continue on. Penultimate lap of this race. Here. And it is my stream still up? Yeah, it's still up on my side. It's an unfolding championship altogether. With Carsey leading the way of the race. But Gupta is on close to win his championship altogether. There's a nice dream day. No. As find the pass. Find the pass is catching up to Watson here. As I think it's Watson and Chepfinot. As Carsey starts the final lap of this race, as he's pretty much leading away since the early goings of the race, but Gupta got ahead of his teammate here to start his very final lap of his race. He's got the fastest lap of the No. Carsey going through Pico de Paco for one last time. As he going through there for the very final time. Carsey will win the Brazilian Grand Prix, but Gupta going to be a man of the moment. That move in China was a crucial one for his championship. As he coming across Pico de Paco for one last time, as he going through Maguyo onto Chuncao, as he going across the line to win, and he's become Season 8 Thursday champion of the world. Gupta won the championship. Rasa will come home in P4 with Hayes in P5 there. Rather than falling championship fight, and it is ended up in favour of Gupta. Wowee. There's the man of the hour. Please don't tell me my stream died. There you have it. Brazilian Grand Prix belongs to Carsey, but the championship belongs to Gupta, to takes home the championship. With Hayes comes home in P4, Ransdell P2, Hayes P3, Find the Pass P4, Raza P6, Blimbo P7, with Watson P8, JSS P9, and Fatty rounds out your top 10. Goomba P11 with Chepfinot P12, Kev P13 with Buckle in P14, Halford P15, Blaine Heidel P16, Karma P17, and we lost Tulu Karma, no, Tulu, not yet. And there you have it, folks. I got enough stream if I'm not get here. So thank you all for jumping on the stream. Oh, hopefully my stream not dead. Anyway, thank you all for jumping on the stream. It's much appreciated. And yeah, it's like enthralling championship all together. And hopefully my stream is still up there. So pretty much it. Thank you all for all the season. Oh yeah, my stream died.